Hi, everybody. Haha. Hi, Taya and Peggy and Renee. I know, doesn't the lineup look incredible today? I am super, super excited. Hi, Glennie and Tracy, sorry. Glenna, not Glennie. I did like a Glenna and a Tracy together, so it's Glenna and then Tracy. Hi, everybody. It's so good to see you. I have Doug here with me today. I'm gonna just slide this over for Sexy.
Hi.
Say hi. It is gorgeous out today, you guys. It is absolutely beautiful. It's gonna be 75, and then later tonight we're gonna get some thunderstorms. I'm so excited. Hopefully it doesn't miss us, but the winds we're supposed to get are crazy. I'm super excited. It's supposed to be anywhere between like 40 and 80 mile per hour winds, which the 80 is going to be crazy. So if you're in the area, make sure you get all of your patio stuff. If you just got it out, put it back in the garage so it doesn't fly away. Looks like we have Cookie and Lori and Linda. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you guys. I am all super excited to share with you what we have today. Currently, what you're seeing right now are the few different of the warehouse specials that I had put up yesterday. One of which, the butterflies, already sold out, so I won't be showing those because those are not available anymore. But I'm gonna show you the last three. I think there's only 5 more packs of this mermaid, and then we have the unicorn and the horse as well. I don't think I have those up in my lineup to do the thing. So actually, let me do that quickly so I can pull up the warehouse specials for you so you guys can just get them right here. They're super cute though. These are some that we did for a private label that we're no longer doing anymore. So they are up for grabs. Let's add these to Carter here quick so we can do that. Make sure that refreshes. Anyway, how is your guys' day? How is your guys' week? Fill me in. I love all the tea, quote unquote, sometimes the drama, but I like hearing about it but not being in the drama. Right. I don't like being part of the drama, but I do like hearing about it. If you guys have anything crazy happening. Oh, maybe these won't pull up in there. Oh, it's because I have to put them on Carter too. So crazy, you guys. I wasn't, but Ian was in the ER. Well, I mean, I was with him, but it wasn't for me, it was for him. For 7 hours yesterday, almost a whole work day. They say he's looking okay. It's okay to wait for the stuff that's going on. But man, it was actually chaotic, and there were some crazy, crazy, crazy people there yesterday. I mean, that were literally yelling at the doctors and nurses some really crazy things. I won't fill you in on the crazy words that they were saying, but it was pretty chaotic to the point where they probably had to be restrained because it was that crazy. The police officers came in and whatnot. I'm hoping that this will pop up on Carter for me here. Maybe I'll have Jean, if Jean's watching, maybe she can pop these 3 up in Carter, unless it just needs some time to load. But yeah, it was absolutely awful yesterday. It was so long. Hi, Debbie. So this is super easy to follow. We're going to be doing some sale things today. And if I can get these to pop up in Carter here, that would be fantastic. But they're being a little, whatchamacallit, picky. Picky today. Include in sales channel. We're just going to include them all. And hopefully that will solidify that so I can go ahead and explain how to order today. But there will be a pop-up. Yeah, that's so strange that they aren't popping up in here. Hold on. Just a second. Everything looks right. This is so crazy. I'm just gonna swap to Vintage Live here for a second and then go back to the sale and see if it... Okay. They popped up now. So, first off, we'll start off with the big horse here. So, to order, all you have to do is comment whatever is in parentheses above my head. So, for instance, you would type cart 100 if you wanted to buy this lot, and then it will prompt a cart, a shopping cart to your Messenger app, your Facebook Messenger app, and then from there you can type in your quantities, so on and so forth, and then you can check out straight from there, or you can visit the website down here at the bottom, vintageliveshop.com, and all the measurements, all the inspiration for the DIY things that we're doing today, all of those photos and things will be in the listings on the website as well. So you can order either way. Totally up to you, whatever you find is easiest. But let's see what we got in here. Corian suffers from FOMO. What's that? What's FOMO? FOMO?
For one more.
Peggy, you're gonna have to fill me in on that.
That's
because
an acronym we don't understand.
Yeah, I might be either too young or too old for that acronym, because some of the ones that the kids
full on.
I don't know. That's strange. You're gonna have to fill me in.
It's coming soon. I know she's gonna
say
something.
Hi, Sherry. Oh, look, there's laughing reacts. Like, oh, everybody else knows, but we don't know.
Or no one knows.
Or no one. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ooh, Tracy got a metal clay kit. That's pretty cool. Fear of missing out. Oh, Vintage knew it. I didn't even know it. That's clever.
We should have gone to our lexicon.
Oh my gosh. Should have just typed it into Google. What does this mean? Before I even asked you guys. Vintage says it's pretty common. Maybe out there or over where you guys are at, but that has never been used, at least in what I have been around. So also, I don't really use text terms like that. I just type everything out full, except for LOL. I'm not going to type out laugh out loud. All right, you gorgeous ladies, this is our first one. This is an incredible horse casting. It is plated in antique silver. Look at the detail on the saddle, on the horse skin, on the fur. It's even got everything that comes with it. Its harness. This piece is so beautiful. And here's the back. The back is just flat, so it lays nicely. All of your horse friends, anything, this would be a great piece for doing keychains too, because it is a really nice sized piece. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So this one will be cart 100. This is one of the warehouse specials that we had uploaded yesterday. The butterflies already sold out, but we had a little bit of a higher quantity for this. So make sure you get that, Kimmy. She says she needs it, so get it in your cart and then check out to make sure you get that one. For our next gorgeous one, we're going to do our unicorn. This is a pewter casting, and then it has a unicorn print on top of the cast part. So it's not plated, it is solid pewter with a polish, and then it has the print on it. And then it's got, you can see here that some of this foliage is raised above. This is super cute. Okay, so yeah. Looks like Jeannie said the design was based off of one of Grandma's pins.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember that.
That's really cool. Well, I'm going to have to save one for myself as well. So don't sell me out, you guys, because both Jean and I need them. Actually, I'll pop up Vintage's really good comment here, kind of explaining it about the horse. I'll bring that up one more time.
Mom loved horses.
Oh, yeah.
And she worked in the stables for a little while.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. We had 3 horses ourselves. We had Dandy, Mitzi, and Jenny. Dandy was the dad, Mitzi was the mom, and then Jenny was the baby. But she wasn't a baby when we got her. She was probably closer to 15 years old, so she was full grown. But we had Mitzi passed away a few years ago. And then we just got rid of our other 2 horses due to my parents moving down to Virginia because they couldn't take them with, but they went to a really, really great home to one of our veterinarians that came out and looked at him, and she said, we'll take them, no problem. So they went together because they can't be separated because it's dad and baby. But we also loved horses, riding horses, all of that was so fun. But on the horse fact, we also have the unicorn. I know a unicorn isn't a horse, but
Yes,
I mean it is. But
it's got horn.
It's an imaginary horse with a horn. Unicorns aren't real.
Napoleon Dynamite says there.
Oh, I know. There was just I don't remember the show I was watching that had unicorns in it, but it was really good too. But the unicorns are super, super fairy, super, super like fantasy, mythical. We love the unicorns. So we'll zoom in on that just for a moment. And the coloring too is super pretty. You have the light purples, the light blues, the light greens. This casting is gorgeous. So yes, I will try my best vintage for sure. So then this is that one. You get 6 pieces for $28. That's a no-brainer. And then we'll throw the mermaid on next. Debbie says hi, everybody. Hi, Debbie. It's good to see you, too. Our next one is our mermaid cast. Now, this one, I believe we only have 5 packs left, so you're going to want to grab this if you really like mermaids. But this is kind of the same concept as the unicorn casting that we had shown prior to this. It is a solid pewter with a polish, and then it's got the mermaid print on top along with all the raised portions to make it look super 3D. Love it. And that mermaid is gorgeous. She's got some really pretty red and what looks like a little bit of blue hair. Love it. Peggy, you'll love this one since you love gingers. We were chatting about my hair used to be ginger when I was, I think, a senior in high school. So cart 102 will be for the mermaids. So I'll bring all 3 of those back on here so you can take a peek. And then we'll flip through the cart numbers one more time before we move on to the good stuff. Like, this isn't already good stuff, but the more good stuff, the better things. So pop up the horse one more time. That is cart 100, 6 pieces for $30. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then we have the unicorn, cart 101, 6 pieces for $28. Hi, Carrie, and hi, Patty. And then we have the mermaid, which is cart 102, 6 pieces for $28. These are some really gorgeous castings. And then within the next couple weeks, I'll be uploading some more private label things that we have discontinued, and you guys will absolutely love them. So keep your eyes out. I will be doing some more warehouse specials here. I know I paused a little bit on those for a moment. We got pretty dang busy, and then that chain sale was absolutely crazy. So I need a little bit of a break. But now that I'm feeling great, I uploaded 4 warehouse specials. Wow, crazy. We used to do one a day. But since I've been so down on that, decided to give a bit more this time around. Yeah, Peggy, ginger hair is beautiful, and I'm sure you love your ginger hair. I loved mine when I had it. All right, so to get started on the good part of the demoing live, I'm going to bring out this piece of foliage here quickly. We only have 1 pack of this, so that's why I'm pulling this one out first. This is probably one of my favorite pieces of all time. This is a Bella exclusive. So there's only 1 more pack of this. That will be cart 103, 6 pieces for $36. This is incredible. This would be super cute if you were to wrap. You could clip it right here and really extend this leaf out and make a really gorgeous wrap doing it that way. I just kept it normal. I'll bring out the inspo here, and all I did was attach some chain directly to the foliage here. There we go. So I made one link of the chain attach here to the end of the piece, and then I made another link attached directly to on the other side. So it makes a really gorgeous but simple necklace here. So I'm going to lay this out here. Ooh, Lori was gingerish too. Love that. Absolutely, Peggy. I knew I had to message you immediately about those butterflies because we didn't have a very big stock at all. Jean actually hand sculpted those, so it's good that I just have a few more left that I can send out to her because obviously she deserves it if she sculpted them. So, what? You hate your ginger hair? Your brain's rusted? Or, oh my gosh, I love red hair. I think it's beautiful. That's why I dyed my hair more red. And it's crazy. I had strawberry blonde hair growing up, so there was some tints of red throughout it. And then when I dyed my hair, any color that I dye my hair now, like even this, you can see the red that shines through it. There's like no hiding my red at all. It just pokes through all the time. But this is a super, super simple filigree, but it's a larger filigree. And it's beautiful. So there's only one of these left. Make sure you grab this pack if you haven't already. Carrie said that she has shopped already and she fell in love with the bracelet, and we will show that in a bit. But this is one more look at this filigree. This was the most simple part of the demo because all you're doing is attaching chain to it, but I didn't want to cut one of these myself in case, I ran out. So I would clip it right here at that leaf and then make this part extend to do a really intricate, beautiful wrap around some gorgeous crystal. So this one, we only have one pack left, 6 pieces for $36. Make sure you grab that. Sherry says she loves red hair too. See, Peggy? Lots of people love it. You should embrace it. I love it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I had 2 redheads actually in my class, Ellie and Kat. Their hair was just beautiful. Ellie's was super, super curly, so she had like the Irish curls, and then Kat had some really, really pretty wavy hair. So it's gorgeous. All right, you guys. So this is that foliage pack. I bet it's gone, like Janet said. So we're going to pull this one off since that one's done today. And you guys almost sold me out of this other one too. So probably going to pop up the bloomed mandala pack next. This one's gorgeous too. So this is what the bloomed mandala looks like. You get 6 pieces for $24. I didn't have a whole lot of these left either. I think there's 7 packs of these left. So you'll want to grab these as well. Look at how pretty those are just like from a farther away. And then we'll bring one up. I'm going to kind of twist this light this way a little bit. And all the detail on the pieces that I have offered today, incredible. And then we'll show you what this looks like with paint on it too. But this is so pretty, you guys. And it's dapped. It's slightly dapped. So it's kind of like a bowl on the one side. And then you have your other side like this. Look at all that detail. This piece is incredible. And we'll pop up the inspo for that. This piece painted, you guys, is so pretty. I'm going to pop this off here to the side. Make sure we can get it on screen. And then we took one of the filigree moons and used it as a connector for the chain here. So I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. Isn't that insane? Look at that color pop, especially off the solid brass. And then after relieving it and then getting all of this extra detail out, super pretty. Oh, the sun pendants. Are you talking about the copper ones, Tracy? I actually may have those still. I think I do. Let me grab that here. If you're talking about this one, Tracy, I believe I still have this one. So if you want to email me at warehouse@vintage.com, we should be able to get these up for you. But this is also super beautiful. This is a solid copper sun pendant, which it does. It definitely reminds me of that for sure. So I do believe I still have those, Tracy. Yes, purple is one of my favorites. Okay, cool. Tracy said yeah to that. So I think that's CP 0007. Okay, so Tracy, actually, I'll get this for you. So I'm gonna.
Buy it for her?
No. No. Here we go. Actually, you don't have to email me, Tracy. I'm gonna put a link where it is in the live shop so you're able to see that. But of course, not a problem. Anything for you guys. So I was like, I know I still have some, so in the link in the comments, you'll be able to get those solid copper suns. So make sure you grab those up. But this is, I'm going to grab out the paint colors here that I used. I used iridescent violet with some, what was it? I think it was fairy wing and a little bit of ebony. I'm going to bring these out. I don't have to paint the piece for you because I know you guys are super good about painting here. I'm seeing all of my iridescent peaches, but in my aqua, where's my violet? Okay, well, whatever. I have literally all of my iridescents except for my violet right now. Aha, I found it. Alright, so these are the 3 things that I had used to paint this specifically. That Corian is bare today, no sweatshirt. That's what I'm saying. So iridescent violet, ebony stain, and some of this fairy wing are what I used to paint this piece. And then I took the relieving block to it to relieve some of that solid brass underneath to make it look super, super, super pretty.
I don't know. Peggy said bear, B-E-A-R. So she meant something other than your...
She said no sweatshirt.
I know, but she says bear. You know,
oh, like, yeah. Scary. I'm a bear. I'm going to take my thing. Actually, I'm going to put my hair up here. You guys, do you like my Motley Crue t-shirt? I recently got this too.
You're too young for that.
Oh, whatever. Girls.
Girls.
Yep, I'm wearing my Motley Crue. I love it. It's super cool. All right. But this might be a daft question, but the live shop is a separate account for my regular vintage.
Correct.
And yes, correct. It is a separate account, Tracy. And our vintage live shop, no shipping costs. Free shipping. So you can order however many times you want to order. And everything on the live shop is discounted from retail. Oh, Peggy said bear. She's like, yeah, that's funny. So yes, it is a separate account, but it's totally great to have it. So if you haven't, I think you can sign up for an account on there.
And we sometimes combine the orders.
Yes, we'll combine the orders.
If they do a retail and a live shop together, we'll combine those.
Yes. Yep. Just like Doug said. Okay, so this one, super easy. We took one of these filigree moons here, which we'll show in a bit. Hi, Cindy. And I just took here, I took 2 jump rings on either side of the moon. Right here, these 2 spots. And I used from the tiny jump ring pack that's on the liveshop.com. I used 2 of those because those jump rings are a bit thinner. And then I took a bead awl and stretched this hole out just a little bit to fit both of those jump rings through. And then attached it like so. And then took the same 2 jump rings that I used down here and attached those directly to the chain. So it kind of gives it a separating feel. So it's kind of like a blooming at night is kind of what I was going for. I was kind of going for kind of the dreamy feel. So the nighttime dreamy feel with the inspiration, because we have the lady in the moon and the filigree and everything. Hi, Chris. It's so good to see you. So this also was super, super easy. I think probably the most difficult demo today was actually the wire wrapping, but that wasn't even too hard. So everything's pretty easy today to follow along. And then we have a crystal pack that I added today as well that we'll go through. But this piece is absolutely stunning. And I think we had 7 packs of that, so I'm actually going to double check and make sure that we're in line. And then we only have 1 of that other one, so I better show that too. Okay. You guys are starting to sell me out already on a few things, so we're going to move on from this one, and then we'll do the looks of what it looks like on after the fact. So I'm just going to string this up over here. We'll bring that one back out when we visit the moons. But I do want to go over this other filigree, our Etruscan filigree, before that sells out, because I believe I only have 1 more pack of that. I'll have to double check the retail and wholesale site to see if we have any extras that I can bring out, but it's not a promise. So we're going to bring this. This one will be cart 105, 10 pieces for $29. This is the piece that we used for that gorgeous bracelet that everybody's been talking about here at the beginning of the live. So I do want to make sure that I show this today. We only have 1 more pack of this. 10 pieces for $29. The detail on this is also incredible. We'll give it a minute to reload here for a second, so it's looking a bit choppy. I want to make sure you guys can see the detail on here. So we'll just drop that down for a second, and I'll bring out the inspo while the thing is getting its connection back here. And then I'll put this on too so you guys can see it. We're gonna lift this up just a bit here. It's a shame whenever the internet decides to do this. Which it was saying I had phenomenal connection earlier. I mean, it said excellent, I think, not phenomenal, but same difference. Well, hopefully, I did not, Peggy, I did not see it. But there are a ton of photos that I've been seeing on Facebook, and it looked absolutely gorgeous. Did you see the blood moon last night?
I said it was like a flashlight shining. I mean, the full moon's like a spotlight coming into my bedroom. Yeah, it was
so bright. So bright out. My best friend's birthday is today, Ellen's, and I sent her that, and she was driving to Chicago last night, so she got to see it on her birthday, which is super cool. All right, it looks like our focus is coming back in super clear, so I'm going to go over and show you the detail on this here quickly before it decides to time itself out again. All the detail on that. So crazy. And then this is the piece that we had made for the inspo. It is a bracelet using 2 of these pieces. So you can make 3 of these bracelets from this pack. And you can sell them each for at least $29. So make sure you grab this pack because you can make one for yourself, and then you can make 2 more if you wanted to keep one. I'll put this on here. I'm not going to clasp it, but that is super gorgeous, very Victorian. I love Victorian things. Anything from that era. So super pretty. And then we might as well demo this because it's probably sold out. I'm going to take one more peek here at the live shop. Yep, this is now sold out. So we'll go over the demo for this quickly, and then in the case that I can add any more packs, I will do that. Where are my eyelets here? Okay, so instead of riveting, we did rivet, but instead of using the solid rivets, I used some eyelets. And with the eyelets, instead of the back and the front being closed, there is an open hole using with the eyelet. So then you can, string your jump ring through and then drop a crystal or a little charm from the center there. So the eyelets are also super, super good to use if you want to add anything in that particular spot. I would use the eyelets versus the actual rivets, which I do need to include. I'll include a few of these eyelets in the crystal pack because I don't have them in any of the listings, so I will include those in the crystal wire pack that we'll be offering here in a little bit. I'm going to bring this out. Yep, I just went over that vintage. So I'm just going to be adding some of those to that crystal pack. That's typically what we do with the pieces that we have like that. The rivets have usually been in the crystal pack, so I'd like to keep them there. So if you get a crystal pack, you'll get some of these eyelets. We only need one, so I'm going to put that other one off to the side. We'll grab my trusty old hammer. It's hammer time for Peggy. Peggy's hammer time. I'm going to put up Jean's comment here for this bracelet down there. All right. So, what I needed to do for this little magnet holder for my pin things is awesome. My awl holder. I
you can
love
find it now?
Yes, I can find it easily now. All right, so we are going to have to extend this hole just a little bit. So we're going to take our bead awl to the bottom of it. From the outside. I'm not sure if we have these on. Let's go to
I'll go get the mic.
Vintage retail. We might have them, but I'm gonna take a look here. 005. No, I don't think I have the eyelets. I will also have Jean add some to the retail and wholesale site. I think that would be a really good idea because I feel that the eyelets are super important like the rivets. And if we have the rivets on retail and wholesale, then we might as well have the eyelets too, right? So we'll add some to the, I wouldn't say just the live shop because I do have quite a bit of these. So I do recommend let's add them to the retail and the wholesale site too because they're phenomenal findings. And then the dimensions, Doug has the caliper here. He's going to get that for here in a minute. And I'm going to extend this other hole. So you're going to extend both of these to make enough room for your eyelet to go through. He's got the caliper out, you guys. Yep, it looks like people want these added to wholesale and retail, so I think that is a phenomenal idea. And they're really good findings to use quite often, so we'll do that. Yes, Peggy said all sites, so that will be something that we will do. I'll get some samples set out to Jean so she can photograph and get those up. Actually, I can probably photograph those here and then send some out so we can get them up ASAP. Maybe even today. We might even be able to get them up today. So I'll just take some nice pictures of them and then have the guys, or the gals, not the guys, the gals out there upload those for you guys. How does that sound? Hopefully that sounds good. I'm going to have to extend this hole just a bit more. Of course. I am starting to like the eyelets way more than the rivets anyways. Just recently. Alright, so there's that one. I'm going to keep extending this hole just a bit.
We used to have an eyelet tool. The closer. I'm wondering if we used to have one of those. Maybe Jean would remember.
I have one. It's a pink one, but it's huge.
Real big.
But we haven't offered a tool like that.
You could almost have an insert for your hole punch, which would you could almost do something like that.
Alright, so now that the hole's big enough, I can slide these onto the rivet. I'm going to slide these onto the rivet like so, because I want the front of my piece, it's going down there, I want the front of my piece to have this really nice circle there, and then I'm going to hammer the back of it. So that's why I'm putting these on the way that I'm putting them on. Yeah, we can get them, we'll get them listed. Probably with the findings.
Oh, Gene said the hammer's better than that, like the crocodile had one on there.
Yeah, that's the one that I use.
Yeah.
But the hammer is good. Yeah. The hammer's fine to use. Okay. So yeah, we'll get those listed with probably the rivets on the sites as well. So I'm going to, both of those are on the rivet like so, and I'm just going to slowly hammer like I would a normal rivet, and then it's going to expand the sides over top of the existing holes. Trying to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing, but I don't lose my pieces here. So I'm actually gonna hold like this. Okay, cool. I was like, hopefully you can see the whole span of this. Now we're solid. And then, so from the back here, it looks a little bit more smushed, but one of my pieces came out. So I'm just going to stick my eyelet through here, or my awl, and just open that up a little bit. Make sure you don't poke yourself. That would not be good. So I'm just twisting it very slowly to get those other pieces out of there. And then you have your eyelet from the front, and then your eyelet from the back. Super easy. Ooh, Lori has an eyelet setter that looks like a screw punch. One side's a hole punch, and the other side is the closer side.
That's what I was saying. It'd be, if you get it, but we don't have that adaptive piece for that.
Good point. All right. This also would look incredible painted, but I thought it looked fine with just the solid brass. So that's what we did there. Then we're going to take our barrel pliers here, and we're going to make our curves to adjust to our wrists. So I'm going to slide that back down, and I'm going to grab it from the edge here first, and I'm just going to slowly kind of give it this little bit of a turn here, and I go from side to side. So once I make a bend on one side, I'm going to make that same bend on the other side to kind of keep them a bit more uniform so I'm not guessing. And then I'm going to make another bend kind of right here on that middle centerpiece. I'm just pressing down on my item. I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Just pressing down. And then I'm going to finish out my curve by squeezing the rest of this side down that way. And same with this, because that just finishes our curve out. And then I'll lay it on my wrist to kind of see if I need to make any more of a... Yay, see, Jean loves my shirt. I love you. We have some good taste.
She's an old soul.
I love it.
Classic rock.
My freaking dad is the one to blame.
Although Motley Crue's like newer than classic rock even,
yeah,
but still. Yeah.
But like it was Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, Pink Floyd, Rush, all of those growing up. The Pixies, what else? There's so many. Looks like I need to adjust my curve just a little bit more to come in closer to my wrist. So I'm going to just pull these sides in just a bit more. I love that she noticed it. She could probably just see the top of it.
Oh, yeah. Just white and black was enough.
Yeah, just the font was enough. Poking myself is inevitable. I thought that it was mandatory, Peggy. All right, so that looks pretty good. It's not going to fall off me either, which is nice because it's kind of like a cuff. And, you know what would be cool is if you continued this on, like, one more maybe, and made it into, like, an actual cuff. I did attach some chains to the end here directly to... This chain is probably one of my favorite chains because it's got that little notch that goes through it all the way down. And it's not soldered, so the link's open and closed, so you can connect directly to the metal there, which is super nice. So that's what we did on either side. And then attached our findings. But now that we have our curve here, I'm just going to take a Rivoli. Dang it, I left my good pack in my other room. My pre-made ones. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna run. So, because we're gonna be doing a little bit of Rivoli wrapping a little bit later. So I'm just gonna use a pre-done one here. Maybe we'll do this embrace one because this one's kind of the same color as the brass.
Dr. Feelgood.
Ooh, Dr. Feelgood.
Feel good.
I love that you guys love my music taste.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to take this off here because this was like a charmy one. So I'm going to take my jump ring next. Move all my little bins of product around here. Oh, no problem. Not a problem at all. All right. So I got a jump ring here. This is also from that tiny jump ring sampler pack. I love these jump rings, you guys. I probably use these jump rings more than any other jump rings. For sure. They're just the perfect size and they're super elegant. I'm going to string my jump ring through this eyelet with... Oh, I probably should do my jump ring before my crystal because then I don't have to balance them both. So we're going to slide this through the hole on the other side. Actually, I might have to come from the back here so I can see because the hole's just a bit tinier, a bit more tiny on the other side. So we're stringing our jump ring through till it comes out the other side. And then I'm going to string my Rivoli on there. Make sure I have my other set of pliers here. Like this. And then I'm going to close my jump ring. Perfect. And that just hangs incredibly nice down there. And this is a 12mm Rivoli crystal. This color is also in the crystal pack that we'll be offering in a bit, as well as, I believe this color is too, maybe. Oh, just slightly different. So I have like a little bit of a more deepy, more dreamy blue that's in the crystal pack, and then this champagne colored one is also in the crystal pack. We love everything about you. You should go back to red. maybe
Auburn.
I'll dye Auburn. Auburn would be pretty too. Like maybe like a little deeper of a red instead of a lighter red. So that is the Embrace color, that champagne-y color, and then the blue color with the solid brass. Super easy. Absolutely beautiful. I love this. So pretty. Then reminding everybody again, the pieces that I demo throughout the lives here, they are also used as goodies. So if you spend a combined, don't worry, it's not just one order. If you spend a combined of $200, then you'll get a freebie. And that can consist of anything between like little throw-ins, like this maiden moon with a little jewel, or it could be one of these items that I have, you know, demoed here on the live today, because I don't need two of these, even though they're absolutely gorgeous. I just like having one. If I kept two of everything, I wouldn't have space for anything anymore. So this pack is sold out, but in the case that I do find some more, I will make it known. We'll post a story, something of the sort, so you guys can come in and grab these. I think we also offer these in solid or in natural brass. Yes. So we offer these in both natural brass and solid brass on the retail site for sure. I'm not quite sure about wholesale, but I'll put the natural brass version in the comments here for you, which will direct you to the retail site. So could you imagine these in natural brass too? What? So crazy. It would be absolutely stunning. You just have to go get some from there too. So you can get them in natural brass, solid brass, depending on where you're grabbing your orders from. But just so you guys have some more options, we'll give you some more options if we have them. So this one is sold out on the live shop for now, but we will move on to our next one. So in the case that you want that natural brass one, I dropped it in the comments there. F031 is for natural brass, and FV031 is for solid brass. So you get both options. Love it, love it, love it. We'll probably go to we'll do the Filigree Moon pack next, because that's not a crazy demo. That is using these bad boys. These are also super cute, you guys. I think I used these in one of the items that I had designed for the private label too. Okay, I have those. And then we did these cute little, these are just super cute just by themselves. So I thought just attaching an ear wire to them would be really cute. And then we took this bloomed mandala that we had earlier, and this is the moon that we used as the little connector there with the chain. So I'll just put these down here, and then I'll zoom in a bit. Ooh. I hate it when the camera like adjusts the zoom and then it like shifts the whole picture off to the side, because when you think you got it, you don't. All right, so for these, I made them opposite of each other. So one is going one way, one's going the other way. And then I just attached an ear wire directly to that top hole for the little earrings there, which are super light, super beautiful. And then they are solid brass. Oh, Tracy, there's so many goodies in the live shop. You should probably shop from there if you haven't before, because there are so many crazy things. Yes, Sherry, if you missed the video at the beginning, there will be a replay. So once the video is done, you'll be able to go back to the beginning and then see everything from there. So don't worry, you're not missing out. You're just a little delayed from some other people. Could you hook 5 together at the ends to make a circle? That would be cool. Probably. Let's try that. You might need a little bit more. Ooh, you could do a flower. Oh my gosh! Let's do 6 of them and then make a flower. What a stunning idea, Lori. What I would do is I would rivet these together and make it like that. And you could even, what if
it almost looks like we could have like a Gabera the open work filigree that has a flower. I think you could almost even punch center of the.
Yeah, definitely. I was thinking too, if they laid this behind this, and then if you riveted these together, and then bring them on top of this with the U connector here. Oh, that would be so pretty. You guys, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm not gonna do that on the live because it'll take a little bit longer for me to get all of these riveted together. But wow, that's so pretty. That was a really great idea, Lori. That was a really good idea. I would have never even thought. How cute. Okay, so yeah, these moons can be very versatile, and you can use them in a bunch of things. So right there, we took the 2 jump rings here at the 2 bottom holes. I'll point them out with the bead awl here. We'll get in just a bit more close. So these 2 holes here, we attached the jump rings and then used our bloom mandala. So both of those jump rings went through the 1 hole in the mandala after using the bead awl to stretch that hole out. For the earrings here, we just used, I'm going to pull this down, this top hole to attach our ear wire through to make the super cute, simple earrings there. And I bet these would also look phenomenal painted. But we won't paint those today. I wanted to kind of give you this painted feel with the solid brass, but then take the solid brass moon to bring out the solid brass that's on the painted piece along with the chain. So this one is also super easy, super cute, and that was a phenomenal idea. So make sure you are sharing your ideas with me so you can kind of see them play out on screen. Kimmy says she's got to buy some now, so make sure you guys share your ideas with me because they could be phenomenal just like that one. So we'll pop hers up there too. See, she's got to buy some now. What the heck? That's okay. You better get them before we don't have them any longer. That's the thing. We'll take a look here. Looks like we're doing pretty good on stock on that though. And then we only have 10 left of those crystal packs, so we'll make sure we get those up and running as well. So that is our Filigree moon pack. I don't believe I used those in any of the other designs, so I'm just gonna bring that one back off for the time being. We'll do, I really like this Lady in the Moon piece that we have as well, so I'll bring that one out. This is also a Bella exclusive. This piece is gorgeous. Love that. So I'm going to bring these down here. Make sure there's no hair. Guys, I have been shedding. I have so much hair, and I was pulling hair off of me before the live started. I was like, I can't have hair all over me because there's just so much of it. And Ian, when he was done or whatever, and we were taking the little EKG stickers off of him and things, he pulled one off, and he goes, "Oh, there's a Corian hair. One of my hairs was on Ian." And then he pulled the sticker off, and it was attached to the sticker or whatever. He goes, "Oh, there's a Corian hair." And you can tell because my hair is so long, so it's like a no-brainer. All right, these Lady in the Moon packs. These are, like I said, they were a Bella exclusive. These are natural brass. 6 pieces for $20. Look at the detail in the maiden there. She is gorgeous. Her hair goes up the moon, and then her dress comes down off the moon. She's got her arm, the face detail, everything about this is absolutely stunning. And as a matter of fact, I made a pair of earrings this morning prior to that. I was like, okay, the necklace is cool. I really like the necklace, but I need a little bit more shazam to show these ladies the Lady in the Moon. So we made some other earrings to go with these. My Red Bull's almost gone. And then I have to switch to water. No, just kidding. I love water.
Do you want a Coke Zero?
No. I'm okay on the caffeine for now. Some water will do me just fine, I think. Alright. Well, I'll push these off to the side just a bit, and then we're going to bring out these earrings. And then we're going to bring out the necklace that uses the maiden as well. Make sure my little thing is centered here. So I'm going to hopefully get this all on screen here. So I'm going to pop up these maidens just a bit more. To kind of slide this up. I want to make sure you guys get some close-ups, so I'm kind of squeezing all this in here. There we go. I'm going to pull this down just a little bit. Yeah, that's looking good. Alright, so for starters, these are the earrings here. I have matched kind of this virtual light Rivoli. So this is the Rivoli. This Rivoli is also in the crystal pack. It's a 12 millimeter. We took an F20, but instead of facing the crystal side out, that is actually on the back side now, because I wanted the crystal to kind of shine through the filigree instead of being super, super vibrant. You can do it either way. Let me see if I can kind of like this. If you wanted the Rivoli like that coming off of your maiden, that's totally fine. I just wanted the filigree part of it. So I used some fairy wing paint to kind of add a little bit of purple to her, and then I relieved it off of the lady with the block that we use. And then you can see the crystal shining through the filigree there. Super pretty. There we go. That's a better look with the blues and purples inside there. And then attached an ER0003 as well. And I believe this item is P60. And then we have the F20 wrapped around that 12 millimeter Rivoli. And then we have our ER0003 as our ear wire. So all we did was take a little bit of that fairy wing paint. I'll bring that out here next. Here we go. So fairy wing is what we used for our ladies here in the earrings. Love that. Color is super pretty with the purples. I love the purples. And then I took the lady, I flipped her over, and then right here, I'll take my awl to show you guys again. Right here in this divot, not the small part, but in this divot here, is where I punched my hole. So I flip it over because this is a dapped piece. So I like to keep the dap the same. I don't want to smush the dap. So I'm going to punch from the back to the front. Pull that out. And then this is where I attached that jump ring to the filigree crystal wrap and then drop that off the end. She's really beautiful in natural brass alone. Take a little bit of more of a relief to her. We'll see if we can do this You guys can see what I'm doing up here instead of down there at the bottom of the screen. So cart 107, 6 pieces for $20. And if you want, it would be really cool. So the natural brass is kind of like that solid brass underneath. So it gets really, really shiny if you take the polishing side. And then it kind of looks more like the moon. So if you polish it a bit more, you're going to bring out some more of that lighter brass. And then that darker brass is going to stay in all that detail of her and make her pop really good. Super pretty. And super easy. And then for this one, I believe this is the only item that I used the Victorian silhouette blank in. So I'm going to pop that up on the screen here as well. That will be cart 108. You get 18 pieces for $18. It's $1 a piece. This is the smaller of the 2 Victorian blanks that we have. So there is a larger one and there is a smaller one. This will be the smaller. But I really love the edges of this. It's very unique. I thought it would be very fitting for the Lady in the Moon as a backing piece. Kind of painted it as if it were the sky, or if it were like her, the moon, over top of the ocean or a lake or a pond, something that's blue and reflective. So that's where those colors came in. So I'm going to pull these moon maidens off here. And I'm going to put our little Victorian silhouette blanks here. Super pretty. Scoot this over a bit. So that is the item that I used to back here on the necklace. This really cool piece here that I used as a centerpiece, this is just one of the miscellaneous pieces that my brother had found and said, I think you'd really like this. And I thought it was very fitting for this because it kind of looks like the North Star. So I don't have any more of those. You can put your own little jewel in there, little star or something that would go along with it. But I thought that was super unique, and it had a little crystal set there in the middle as well. So I thought that was perfect for this necklace. And then we used this tiny hammered ring there, which is also offered today, and we'll go over that in a little bit because I created a few more different earring styles to go with those. But to paint this, we kind of used the pour paint technique in a way with, let me grab these here. I think I used some neon blue. I used some verdigris in here. There's my blue fluorite a little bit. And then, yeah, that's my verdigris. Where's my verdigris? Oh, there's my verdigris. Okay. And then I used some marble. That's matte glaze. Marble! Where the heck did you go?
Do you need a marble?
I don't need it. I just like showing them. It might be missing. That's glaze. Well.
Paint? I'll just go ahead.
Okay. Uncle Doug's gonna go grab that for me because my paints are not in order right now, unfortunately. Oh yeah, you could use it as a cloud. Yeah, I see it. That would be a cute cloud. And then you could hole punch the top and you could have little wire beads and wire jewels coming down, like raindrops coming out of the cloud like that, and use them as earrings or something. That would be cute. Ooh, so cute. Alright, white is our marble. So that is what we used after doing the pour paint technique. Then we have some verdigris, turquoise, neon blue, and blue fluorite as the backing. And then that marble is what we use to outline that as well. And it would be super pretty. I was just thinking about this. If you used iridescent aqua or iridescent blue on top of the backing like that. So I'm going to take a little bit of this iridescent blue out here. And I'm just going to do a light thing over here. I thought this piece was already finished, but this iridescent blue, I'm just curious what it will turn into. So I'm just going to kind of mold this around my piece. And then I'm going to pick up some of it with my paper towel. Ooh. Make sure we're not losing the spot here. I feel that paper towel has been my go-to for application on just about everything. So I'm going to pick some of this up, kind of spread it out a little bit, give it a little bit of that bubbly look, because the ocean is bubbly with all the animals and wildlife. So I'm just going to dab some of that on there. And it gives it a really pretty sheen. Let's see if we can, there we go. If you can see that as we kind of go around the light here. Yeah, that's really beautiful. With the iridescent blue just a little bit on top there with our Lady in the Moon. The pour paint part, super easy. I'm actually going to pull these earrings up a bit here. And pull me up. And then bring this back off to the side. So I'm going to have my Victorian blank there in the middle. Remember, this is cart 108. So if you want to grab this pack, 18 pieces for $18, that is $1 a piece, then I recommend doing so. There is no particular way in which you need to have your paints sorted out here, because it is that pour paint technique. So I'm just adding some in here, just wherever my lovely self decides to put it. Gonna get some of our turquoise on there. So we have our blue fluorite and verdigris on there already to bring up some of this turquoise to lighten her up a bit. Love these colors together. And then last but not least, we're going to add some of that neon blue. I think I added a bit more verdigris to this, so it might be a little more of a green pondy look versus your oceany blue look, which I think would be pretty either way. So we added some of our neon blue in there, and then I'm going to take paper towel, and I'm going to kind of soak some of this up, but I'm going to do it from the side so it pulls the paint to the side of the piece. Notice how I'm just going around the edges here, and I'm pulling that paint in to the edge. And I'm going to kind of tip it just a little bit, because I think there's a little bit of a decline in my table here. So I want to make sure that it's getting where it needs to be. So I'm just going to pull it to the edge. And keep pulling all the way in. So we make sure all of our brass is covered with some paint here. And then I need to come up. I'm going to get rid of some of these bubbles here in a second. Make sure I get my loop. And I'm going to pull some of this verdigris down now that we have our edges done. Ooh, glacier water. Monica should know all about that, being up in Alaska. Alright, and grab a new paper towel, and now that we have our colors like that, I'm just going to kind of sit it right in the middle so it pulls everything back to the center. and it picks up some of that extra paint here that we have. This is really pretty. Could even probably add some lapis in here as well. I do think I forgot to mention that on the other one. I did have a little bit of lapis in there to give it that darker look. Pretty. And then going to take my bead awl to this bubble there, probably there too. And then I'll bring this up. And then we'll probably be able to see it a bit better when it dries. But that is super pretty. And then after it dries is when I go around and edge it. So this one we edged with marble all the way around. And then, like I said, once this one dries, then you would edge it and go through with your marble or whatever color you want to edge it with. How close are you to the volcano that's bubbling? Ooh, is there a volcano bubbling in Alaska? What? That's pretty crazy. Alright. So this one... Oh, so yeah, this one probably looks just like the glaciers up there then, huh? That's super pretty. So we'll let that dry. But you guys get the concept. I'll set that over there so I don't get it all over the place. But I have paint on my fingers now. Ooh, Peggy said there is. That's pretty neat. Well, not neat, but neat at the same time. I love weather and natural things like that. After painting it, we took the jump ring, attached the silhouette with the Lady Moon, and then we took one of those tiny hammered rings as our connector, threw this on top as well to give it a little bit more oomph, and then attached that chain that is not soldered, but we did sterling silver this time instead of that 10K gold. The chains are also available on the site, and I believe it is CH03. If you type that in vintageliveshop.com, those should pop up for you. And I believe there's also a rose gold color as well. So lots to choose from those chain selections. Oh, there goes my bead awl. Keep that off to the side, but this is also super easy. Just put together and added a little bit of paint, did a little bit of wrapping, and then we got that complete. Which those earrings, I love looking at those earrings. Love them. Pop this up over there so we're still sticking with that dreamy, kind of that night feel. So there we go. One more look at those earrings. We'll pop up the moon, the Lady in the Moon pack one more time. So the Victorian blank is cart 108, and the Lady in the Moon here is cart 107. So make sure you grab those. The Lady in the Moon is a Bella exclusive, and then our Victorian silhouette blanks, which I believe are also on retail, if not wholesale as well. Those are super unique. So I'm going to pop those up there, take our gorgeous earrings off to the side, and since we had the hammered ring on that piece, I'm actually going to bring that back out so we can show you everything that we use with that hammer ring. So I'm going to put this one kind of off to the side more because we went over it, but we still like looking at it. Our hammered ring pack, 10 pieces for $20. These are usually retailing for $5 a piece. You get 10 for $20. And then I'm going to bring out my other earrings using this.